When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Torres. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Torres. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Using his legs, it's Torres. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Going to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Lining up to convert third down. The give from the gun. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a fourth down.
Punt is in the air. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll leave it with the lone back. Hard running there. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
It's gonna be a good day, boys.
And the Hurricanes will go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Breaks into the open. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll take it himself. The Sooners come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Sooners want to move quickly. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Touchdown Sooners! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Torres. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
What's the point on the scoreboard? We have an offense.
Wants to go up top, right down the middle. He's got the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Canes have their offense in high gear. Red pass, it's complete.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Torres. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over Penn State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Good timing on the quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. DBs will try to keep everything in front. The run from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sooner offense to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got it in the middle. It's sacked. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Terrell. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last
play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Torres. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the catch. It's Lamb.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hurricanes are on the move. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Torres. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 20 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Turning on the Jets. The tag. Touchdown Sooners. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Number 26.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Continues to play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Torres. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Got some room after the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. From the gun, looking for a man. Knocked in the air and incomplete as that pressure denies the pass toward the end zone.
That keeps the score. Oklahoma 24, Miami 22.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sooner offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Working that left side now. And they'll knock him down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Torres. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. On target over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They've got the screen set up. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He leaves it with his back. At the 35, he's got room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And the Sooners will have it first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Hit as he throws. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass.
Breaks into the open.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Going to the running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.